Hey guys, here we are, exciting times at the moment. I've put together a new kit, and here we have Matty's beautiful 71-1600, and he's been nice enough to let me wire in the kit and physically show you how it all goes in. Over here is basically the kit. It's an intermittent wiper kit, which I probably should have mentioned earlier. Intermittent wiper kit, which is basically plug and play, and it'll allow you to basically give you very time duration of the wipers turning on and off. It's all pretty much plug and play. This is what it consists of, and we'll be installing it into the car. So what we'll be doing here is basically removing the shroud, putting the switch in, and then removing the dash so we can get behind there to get to the actual light switch, and then removing the center console where the radio is, because we need to plug into the positive of the radio. So I'll stop it here at the moment, and we will come back when it's all out. Okay, so we're ready to install. So first of all, what we'll do is we have the parts taken out of the car. We'll start with the switch and the pre-wired connector. So basically, black cable, just make sure it's to the left-hand side. So we connect in, pardon the shaky hands, but we connect in like that. Once that's done, it's ready to put into the car. Okay, so what we'll do first is install our switch, which basically goes into the shroud and sits in like that. And our wire can just go underneath the steering column like this. Then we basically put our ignition back in. Oops. In place, and just let that sit there for a moment. Okay, so we'll get this cable. It's our little bit of a interface cable. We'll wire it in first, where it'll go into our board. So we go negative, and I'll put photos up as well of where all the connections are made. But basically, geez, if I can stop shaking, that'll make life a lot easier. So basically, that wire and that wire. But I think when I sell the kits, I'll just have them already put in. It'll make it a lot easier if they're already screwed into the terminals. Okay, then we take our wiper box, we grab the other side of our cable. Now I did leave long lengths, so they can be routed around anywhere basically. But here we have the black cable, and we put that to there, just like that. That plugs in just like that. Then what we do is we locate our wiper switch, which is here. So what we do is we're just going to be basically plug and play. So we remove our wiper like so, then basically match up the cable, connector, plug it in there, plug it in there, easy peasy. Okay, so one of the rookie mistakes I did, I actually didn't run this wire up underneath so it stays underneath the dash. So basically I disconnect like so, bring it up, like so, then connect them together. So, oops, wrong one, this one, that one doesn't want to play. So it can be a little bit fiddly, I guess. We'll just make sure the pins are straight. And plug it in like so. So you've got full engagement there. There's some, you might just have to muck around with the pins a little bit just to make sure they're all lined up. And put that into there so they're both fully engaged, and that can be tucked back up out of the way like that. So you can see down here we have our box, which is already connected, so everything's there. Then the only last thing we need to do is then connect our positive, which we need to get off an accessories, which we'll take off over near our battery, which we'll take off, which is normally the radio input. So if we have a look over here, we can see here that that's an accessories which we can utilize to connect our positive to. So we'll need to run a cable from here all the way over to there, which is this one here. We'll do that in a minute. So you can see here we've put in our red wire, which is ignition or accessories, and we've run it underneath the dash. And because we're not using the cigarette lighter anymore, or hasn't been used, there's that spare cable there where we just put a bullet connector in and connect with the cigarette lighter, and that's just right here on this cable. So that's pretty much everything connected. So we'll just go over everything again. We have our shroud where we put our switch and our time duration, which connect to this cable, which basically connects to here. Then we have the white, blue, black cable, which connects to that interface, which basically goes in between our wiper switch connectors here and our positive. I'll also do a full instruction on paper as well, in case if this video isn't clear enough. It's my first one, so be kind. And or get in touch with me and ask any questions that you may have. But that's pretty much the installation. So what we'll do now is we'll just get everything ready to give it a try and see how it works and show you how it performs. Stay tuned. Okay, so the kit's installed, everything's done. I've also lifted one of the wipers up. So we're going to be running it dry. The other one we can't lift up, but it's fine to just carry out with the test. So what we'll do is basically I'll turn the ignition on, so we can see we've got our reds up, and we can see now our wipers work as they should in slow and high speed. So we'll put them in park. Now, so we know that functions correctly as it should, which is great. And then here we have, again, the little switch here. Now, you'll see as well, I'll bring it up this way so you can see the movement of the wiper. So here we have minimum duration. It's only about a 1-2 second delay. And if we increase it, we'll see that we have a longer delay now. So it's about 5 seconds. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. Oh, I'm not counting it correctly, but yeah, so we can see that there is a definite duration time. So it's basically 0 to 10 seconds all up for when you're driving along. The other thing is as well is I can still turn on my wipers and it still functions as normal. So the two circuits interact without a problem. Turn it off and we'll go back to the timer and then turn it off. So if I turn it off mid-cycle, it'll still return to park, and then that's it, it's finished. So that's the kit installed. Now it's just a matter of putting everything back together again. I supply all the cable ties and everything to neatly put this underneath the dash. But as you can see, it's minimal. It takes up, no room. It's easy to wire in and gives you the ability to have intermittent wipers. So, when you're driving through that sort of little bit of rain that's, not enough to warrant running your wipers all the time to just part-time, this is a good little kit that's easy to install, that'll interface to any standard Datsun 1600 harness without a problem. I can also get the kit to interface to other vehicles, so please reach out if you'd like a kit. Yeah, thanks for watching.